Horror movies use grotesque, terrifying monsters and creatures to represent the real life fears that we have in our society. You know, fears as simple as social rejection or fear of sexual violence, or just losing control, becoming something consumed by hate and vengeance. I've been in a sociology, a horror class for 5 weeks now, and this video is going to be an unessay where we just discuss what we learned, how we feel about it, what we gained from the class. And honestly, it might be the stage of life that I'm in, being a college student at 38 years of age, and just the uncertainty of my future. Will this investment in time where you're burning the candle at both ends to work full time and then to go to school full time, is that really going to pay off for me? Or is the world as bad as all the kids on YouTube say it is, where college degrees are useless and you shouldn't even try, just drop out and you'll never find a love or anything? Honestly, I feel like a lot of the themes in horror have to do with the realities of growing up and getting older, being forced to be less idealistic and more responsible. Because as life progresses, you'll find yourself, like me, I have a wife and I have a kid, I have a house, and I cannot risk, abandoning them and failing at my responsibilities. The way I relate that to a common theme in horror movies is how adults are always, absent, or they're completely useless. And I think that reflects in real life how we give up on our idealism for security. How we grow up in a world where the adults tell us, it's easier to just go with the flow. Life will be a lot easier if you quit resisting it, and all this advice, which is real, it's true advice that they're giving us. I mean, as soon as you find a job that pays you enough to have any amount of money left over every month, that also comes with benefits, you're on easy mode. You're just coasting through life. Everything's good. You can save money, you can invest money. It becomes just everything that the boomers said they had. You could get it too if you just hunker down and you work a job for the rest of your young life, and then try to live it up in retirement, I guess. It's like they're not lying. Become one of them. Quit resisting. And it's a sad realization. It's a horrific realization that all of my youthful resistance to mainstream society was in vain, and here I find myself working for the man and really appreciating the security that it brings me. I mean, that is so boring. That is so tragically boring. I mean, that is the real horrors of life, is you are the clueless adult figure in the horror movie who everything's just going great for. I don't know how that happens. I feel like that happens because life has a way of beating us into submission until we comply. The theme of it being time to grow up and go out on your own, to become an adult, is a very old theme. It goes back to Grimm's fairy tales and the evil stepmother, when they had just a different experience back then, because the mortality rates of women were very high. Lots of women died during childbirth, meaning that there would be a abnormally high level of husbands getting remarried when they already have children, in a time where famine existed. Crop failures were deadly, where it was a life or death situation, where you might walk the children out into the woods to let them die to save yourself, And And so the stories, they weren't scary because of the evil stepmother. They're scary because of the potential, situation you could find yourself in as a family making these horrific choices. And that is kind of similar to the realities of growing up. Looking for security, looking for job stability, trying to make enough money that you can retire one day and participate in the American dream. I'm having a mini midlife crisis because I'm about to graduate college. It's so ridiculous. I thought I'd feel relief and joy and accomplishment because I felt so guilty for so many years about not graduating college. Like I wasted all that time, energy, and money and support from my family, and that I disappointed them. And now I'm about to graduate, and I feel terrified. God, I don't know. I think life sometimes is a horror movie. There's just, people are so strange. Politics is so weird. No one makes sense. Let's talk to them one-on-one. You can take anyone from any background and get to know them. I say anyone, almost anyone, and see this is how good of a person they are, even if you don't agree on things. But once you're out there on the news or whatever, holy crap, just like everybody's out against everybody. No, you are the reason that the world is the way it is. No, you are, blah, blah, blah. Shit, I need to cut all that out. Anyways, peace, y'all.